name is Glenn Roy, commonly referred to as Kinga in this area. I've lived in Maldon for 39, 40 years now, and yeah, it's home. Yeah.
Well, last time I saw him, he had a little mini skirt on.
Well, I ended up in Maldon, I suppose, in the late 50s. My grandmother bought a house in behind Anzac Hill, and my parents started coming up here, obviously, to visit her. So I came up with them and used to spend my holidays here, different houses she lived in Maldon, out on the Bendigo Road, and until Mum and Dad finally bought a house here because we loved the place so much. And that, the rest is history.
A few years ago he was citizen of the year. He became King of Maldon. And he's named after King of Roy, or nicknamed Kinga after King of Roy, I think, because of his surname.
If anyone has said anything to you, the elderly I sort of try to watch over. Well, not watch over, do for.
His mother must have taught him when he was a little fella, because he told me that once it was his upbringing that made him look after all the old people of Maldon.
They ring me, I suppose, because Kinga is in town. They sort of know me and they know I'll do the best I can for them. They're safety net, I suppose, really. I don't know. To me, I've said this to Easter people, it's like having a town full of mum and dads. You know, for myself, 50-year-old, and it's all the oldies are like your mum and dad, You're stuck with them. You've got to behave yourself or try not to get caught.
If you wanted anything done, he did it.
I got my first Victor 18 off the lady across the road, Debbie, her father. I think I gave him $20 for it, Alan. It started a passion, I suppose, of Victor two-stroke lawnmowers. Especially when you had no money, I found a two-stroke lawnmower. If you couldn't put a spark plug in it for $2, it wouldn't go. It was buggered, so you go and find another one and put a spark plug in it. And if it went, you're right. I could mow for a while longer until I found another one. And yeah, it turned into a bit of an obsession, I think. So it's sport. You see Victor 18s for sale at swap meets and things, and they've got hundreds of dollars on them. And I don't sell anything, as you probably noticed. I just collect. And so I'm in it for the sport. I'll get it as cheap as I possibly can because I'm not trying to make a buck on anything. That's why my daughter and son-in-law, maybe Sharon, will have that problem when I pass away. They got to get rid of all the crap, because I won't. And they know it. I tell them constantly. I haven't been anywhere else, and they'll carry me out of here in a box. That's it. This is my home. I'm very staid, happy with me lot. Won't be going far. Yeah. I got George about 30 years ago, I suppose. He was a little red coolie. That's a Kelpie cross-border collie sort of thing. And he was sensational. He rode the motorbike with me, the Ducati. He rode everywhere. We went sort of interstate and that. And he died. He was young when he died. And I've had red Kelpies ever since. Yeah, we keep them.
Did you know Peggy Lee?
Yes, of course I do.
Yeah. No, not the singer.
Yes, I know. He's got two dogs and they're both named after jazz singers.
Yes.
One's Peggy Lee and I forget the other one.
Peggy Lee and Bruce. Bruce Still was named after a footballer.
Oh.
Well, Bruce, the grave's over there with Bruce's grave. He was 21 when he passed away. And I bought Taylor Plonk, and she was 16 when she died. And she's on the gravestone over in the paddock because they were the most important dogs in probably her life and my life, growing up. And when Plonk died, we went and got Taylor a little puppy, Marge, and then they acquired Max, and from Marge and Max, we got Molly, and from Plonk actually, I got Peggy Lee. So yeah, we've bred my daughter's bred all my dogs, yeah. So, but we love them. They're family. They got their boxes inside, and they come to work with me every day and have done for years. But they're a bit naughty. They bark in the street, but they're well behaved. They sit in the car and just wait for me all day. So they work every day. You never leave home. I started playing music with a good friend of mine, Patrick O'Brien, in the 80s. Early 80s we got together when I first came back from Melbourne. And there seemed to be a new influx of people around the town I call the Eltham invasion.
The Blues Club is a group that I think he formed, I'm not quite sure, he and several others. And they meet once a month, I think, in the Maldon Hotel.
At the moment we've got a little band called the Croakers, which was stemmed from a band in the 80s, early 90s we called the Frog Brothers.
They get artists from all over the place. It's gradually developing a terrific name.
But it's fun when you're together and you get out. It's a fix. Not doing it all the time. It's like it's like a fix when you get out and play.
And he's also a member of the Maldon Brass Band with his father, who's much older, needless to say.
I must need to stand up in front of something and make a fool of myself for a while, and I'm happy.
Well, last time I saw him, he had a little mini skirt on.
He had a tutu that didn't do up at the back.
Yeah, the gay, we did a version of the gay Mardi Gras, basically, so...
with fishnet tights and all that sort of thing.
Me being probably the shortest and fattest would look the most ridiculous in a tutu. Or the fact that I was willing to wear it. So yes, you come up with a theme, whatever's been in the paper, so use that theme while it's fresh and do something stupid in the Easter procession. Yeah, and we do it.
Well, he's always helped us. He's always, whatever you want, he's there, isn't he?
So there's so many people in town that were doing things when I was young, so someone's got to do it. You know, you're just paying your dues. You just do it because you enjoy it, for no other reason, I think.
No, we couldn't do it without him.
No, we couldn't do without Kinga.
Be happy. Yeah, that's the main thing, and make sure everyone's right in Maldon. You know, everything's good. The town stays the same. Nothing for me, no, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm right.